Hey, I'm Eoin from Square Balloon, and I'm going to do a super quick tutorial on OBS Studio. I use it quite a lot. I love it. It's a really cool tool and it's free. You can see straight away that I'm recording OBS now so that I can show you the tutorial. The problem being that you can see millions of OBS Studios going far into the distance, but you'll have to deal with that. That's kind of deliberate, and you can see my face a lot of times, so lucky you. So first things first, we have scenes down the side. So click plus, I'll create a new one. I always start by doing a capital scene, and then I give it a scene name. So obviously you should make it descriptive. In this case I haven't done anything there, but I need to add some sources, so I'm going to add a source. So I click plus and I choose which source do I want. So I normally need some sorry about that. So I created a new scene and I changed to it. The new scene did not have my webcam or my audio or my mic or anything attached to it, so you won't have been able to hear me rabbiting on. So I'll show you on this one. We're adding a source. So here we can add audio input capture. So here I've added some already, but you're basically going to add your microphone. I've got two. I've got a USB one above my screen, and I've also got a Jabra headset. So I could choose whether to have the headset on if the boys are working in the background and they don't want to really hear me talking too much, or the USB one if I want to look fantastic without any headphones on. So make sure you do that, because obviously without that you won't have any audio on your video. It'll just be muted sort of thing. So next thing you might want to do is add a webcam, probably. I like to, you don't have to I guess. So that would be a, where is that? Am I being stupid? No, video capture device, there it is. So you can see I've already had one, but do you know what, I'll show you it as I go along. So here we go, comes out like this. Just try and find the one you want and then add it. I generally don't change much else. You might want to flip it vertically, sometimes it comes like back to front like a mirrored version. On to the next one you're going to need, you might want to get a display capture. You can see I've got two set up. One is Code, which is a coding program we use, and one is Windows, which is just general Windows. So I'll just show you what your options are on here. Capture measure automatic, display 1 or 2, so if you've got two screens. But basically captures everything. So positives of this are that you could positives are that you can record everything. Negatives are if you like get an email pop up, that will be on your video. If you switch to email, they'll see all your emails. So alternative you can do is do a window capture. A window capture is different. I'll just show you that. On a window capture I actually get to choose what I'm going to do. So I can have Chrome. I can do you might see there's a few different Chromes on here. Some of it is because I've got lots of tabs open and stuff like that. Outlook, you've got all these different emails open, so you know WhatsApp's open. Too many things open obviously, but if you pick the browser, just be aware that that'll work until you close the browser down, and you might have to set up the source again, but not the end of the world really. But if you pick the browser and then you decide to change, so now you can see it's showing YouTube, right? Even though I haven't changed out of OBS, it's showing the different source. The thing that you'll find is if you change to something else, like I change to my coding program sometimes to show people my code, it will still be on the browser. It won't change. So always worth knowing that. Next thing that we could have would be, sometimes I have some text. In fact, let me start with the color source. With color source, I've got a source of white, and what I do is I just have a scene with a source of white, and I use that to start off with, and then I move to my video, my intro video. Then I move to a picture of me, or video of me talking, or whatever, webcam. But you might want to set up the color source for that reason, or alternatively, you could just use an image if you wanted to show your logo or something like that. Other thing is text. You can have some text. I'll just show you what that looks like. So you can do the text and text transform, you can do that, you can change the font, yada yada yada, colors, etc, etc, etc. And somewhere, okay, let's do that. Somewhere you can make it slide along or something. Is it this one? Scroll, probably that. You can imagine. Yeah, so there you go, you can make it scroll. So sometimes that's useful. I might have a little ticker banner at the bottom of my page. I'll close that here. Okay. Okay, so that was our scrolling text. On to the next one. I don't use much else. You could use game capture. I never use it, but you could potentially use that. I think that's probably all I'll use. So the next thing I should probably, I'm going to delete all of these. Let's delete all of those. And I'm back. So the next thing to understand is that I have a scene called webcam only. I have another one with the mask, and I have another one with the circle. And because it's a scene, I can import the scene here as a source, which means that whenever I can change to any of my different scenes, and I could just use this scene of the webcam with the mask or the outer circle. As you can see, it's me with a blue circle around me, and that means if I change it in the main one, it will change everywhere. So it's kind of useful to do that. To show you how to do that. So it's kind of hard to show you because I haven't got the audio set up on the other one. So let me just show you the video capture. Just whack it on there, and I'll just press OK. And what I'll do is, what you do is you right click and then you click filters, and then is it this one? Nope. This one. You do the image mask blend. And then you add an image, which I just use I think it's a black circle or a white circle, I can't remember. I think it might be a white circle. But I just made a white circle in a graphics program, put it there, set it up, and then all good to go. And basically what that does is, instead of being a square webcam, the white circle crops it, so it could be any shape, doesn't have to be a circle, but it crops it sort of within that. And then I made another blue circle and just put it around the outside to give the effect of a border. I think you can do a border in OBS, but I think it does the original square rather than a cropped bit. The other thing you might want to do is on filters you can use this chroma key. So this is great if you've got green screens. So if you've got green screen, you choose the color of it, and then you mess around with smoothness and color spill reduction. So if you're seeing that green screen is showing through, you might want to just adjust this up or down, and the smoothness as well. Usually this one would be the first one to go for, I think. Other than that, there's a lot of things I don't know about, but other than that, that's probably like the main things I use. I've never clicked on properties before. Yeah, properties is just the original settings, but filters has got quite a lot of stuff in there that you can play with. There's some more up here as well. So there you go. And as I promised, this was going to be a super quick tutorial. I haven't gone into any detail. Oh, there's one last thing I want to show you actually. Settings. This is how I do things. Come on, settings. There we go. There's hotkeys. So I would have control and space as my start and stop recording. I don't stream, I just use it for recording. And here you go. This is why I call things scene with a capital, because if you go down, you can do this with the scene or the source. Here's the source. Basically, I use it hotkeys to change. So I'll have my white screen as a starting point. I hit Alt and number 1 on my keypad, and it changes over to my intro video, which I had made. And then Alt and number 2 will go to the browser with me on the inset, as you're seeing right now. Alt and number 4 will put me on the inset with a slightly different setting. Not the browser, it'll be the Windows or whatever. And Alt and 3 does webcam only, so I'll be the main focal point. and there won't be any little things on the inset. So I can literally just be chatting away to you like this, showing you my browser, and then think I need to make a point, hit Alt and 3, brings me as main screen, I can make my point, then I can hit Alt and 2, go back to my browser with inset and carry on my tutorial or whatever I'm doing. That is it. There are loads of settings in here that you might want to play with, but as I promised this would be a super quick tutorial, that's all I'm going to talk about. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe and leave a comment and a like.